Hi team, welcome back to the Track House. I'm Max Wilcox. This is Tenzing Tuesdays. So we have a 40-minute session today. I'm going to, part of that is a 10-minute warm-up. So let's get into it. And we're just going to start moving and I'll talk you through what the actual session is. So 10 minutes to get ourselves nice and warm. I'm going to start nice and slowly, just with a gentle walk, nothing too crazy. Just start moving. That's the important thing. One of the things I like to do when I'm in my warm-up is kind of just come up onto my as soon as the first time you've left your house, or maybe you are on the treadmill, it's always nice to just literally acclimatize yourself to the fact that we're going to be doing some exercise. So I talk about just coming up onto the toes and just walking gently, because we're going to be using those calf muscles. We're going to be using a lot of the quads and your hamstrings, and that kind of activating the calves especially becomes really, really important. So nice and easy. We're going to do this, and then we're going to build up into a bit of a jog. So nothing too crazy. Just an easy warm-up. So the session today is a pyramid, and we can do this in two forms, which is you can do it as a run-walk, or you can do it as a slow jog and then a slightly faster run. So the pyramid itself is going to be 2 minutes and then a 1 minute recovery, 3 minutes, 1 minute recovery, 4 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and then that 1 minute recovery, and then we're going to work back down, 4, 3, 2. So that's our pyramid. So you can see that the amount of time that we're going to be working or running a little bit faster increases and then decreases. That's what creates the pyramid, but our rest time is always going to be 1 minute. This is your little warning that we're going to get into a nice slow jog as part of our warm-up now. So, a couple of big breaths. In we go. Nice and easy. I call this warm-up jog. I like to kind of relate it to, crossing the road, see a car coming, and you just start moving your feet a little bit quicker. It's not exciting. Warm-up jogs are meant to be nice and easy, meant to kind of loosen up your body, make sure your shoulders are nice and loose. And I find personally that a huge part of my warm-up is actually about just like testing how my body feels. How does my body feel kind of going through, like how do my ankles feel? How do my calves feel? Knees, quads, that kind of things. So take this time whilst we're warming up, nice small steps, short little stride length, to just think to yourself, yeah, how does my body feel? Nice and easy. I like to really stay on the forefoot. So when I actually get into my run stride, it might change a little bit. And sometimes I might end up heel striking ever so slightly. But during my warm up and this small little stride, these steps, I like to keep them nice and short. Reason for that is that it starts engaging my calves. So 3 minutes in, nice and easy. Roll the shoulders, roll the neck. Relax the shoulders. Try and keep the tension in our shoulders as low as possible. Try not to get too uptight. So this is what I want you to think about when we get into the intervals, when we get into this run phase. And that is, I need you to concentrate on your breathing. And that becomes really important, because that breathing and your breath is going to guide how you are able to keep your momentum going during the intervals. So first one is 2 minutes, and then after that we can slow it back down to a walk, or you can just keep it a nice easy jog. So it's really at your decision how you want to treat this session. 40-minute session, so 10-minute warm-up, and then 30 minutes where we're doing this pyramid. Nice and easy, really good way to get a session in, or a training session in on a Tuesday. Today with our little Tenzing Tuesday. I'm going to start just slowly what I call bumping the speed a little bit. Nothing too exciting. Just a couple of steps here and there, just to kind of increase the number of steps I'm taking per minute, get myself a bit more used to perhaps the speed that we're going to be doing some of these tempos or these intervals at. starting to just go through full body check. How do my ankles feel? I got a bit of soreness in one of my Achilles, my left side. So I'm just being a bit careful about that, nice and easy. Not getting too carried away. Seeing how it feels every time my foot rolls underneath me. And these are the things that I'd encourage you to do, which is just check to see how everything feels. Because it's important that, you know, you get to know your body, especially when we start asking it to do these little intervals. So when we kick in 5.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, when we get going, I want you to increase the pace and try and hold it for the full kind of interval section. And that's the important thing. So this is what I'll say to you. Don't get carried away. You know, if you are outside and doing this and you're using this as a guide, set your pace where your breathing is consistent. And if I was to give you a race guide pace, I'd probably say kind of that half marathon pace, that half marathon speed. So your goal half marathon speed, which is actually, you know, it's not super fast and you're not kind of really out of breath at the end of each one because that's not the goal, but you are kind of working. And if you are doing this as run walk, just try and hold on and see if you can keep that running going for the full length. And a quick reminder, first one is 2 minutes, little recovery, 3 minutes, little recovery, 4 minutes, little recovery, 5, and then back down. It's quite a big session. The work portion is half an hour. The whole thing is 40 minutes. Okay, just over 3 minutes. So I'm going to start working through increasing my speed ever so slightly. That way, just get a bit more used to some of the speeds that I might hold during the intervals. Keeping my kind of shoulders, arms nice and relaxed. Shake them off. What we're going to try and do, especially when we're doing the run portion, is focus on that nice arm drive. And that arm drive is not coming across the body. Don't swing your arms across the body. Think about your elbows being pushed backwards and forwards. That's our goal. That's where we want to be. And we want to do that whilst we're not keeping too much tension up in our shoulders. So, 2.5 minute warning. And we're going to get into our first interval. And that's going to be 2 minutes. We're going to hold it. We're going to set a pace, breathe, and hold it. Nice and easy. My pace at the moment is nice and casual, still part of the warm-up, but I do feel like I'm getting to kind of a good idea of how my body's feeling today, and that's the goal of the warm-up. Feels good. Everything feels all right. I can feel the areas where there's a bit of tightness, and then I can kind of just focus on moving those, keeping an eye on them, especially when we come into our little interval sessions. Nice and easy. Minute and a half, and we'll ease in, start building the pace in a second, and then we're going to hold it for 2 minutes. This is a guided Tuesday morning run. Obviously, feel free to do it at any time. But a session like this is really great because it gets you used to running at, let's say, a half marathon speed, or it gets you used to moving or running if you are a run walker and holding it for a longer period of time than you might ordinarily. It gives you rest. So we always get that 1 minute of rest, which is nice, but then it encourages you to get going again. And that's the important thing. Okay, right team, 30-second warning, and we're going to dive in to that 2 minute interval. I'm not going to go crazy on the first one. I'm actually going to be quite reserved. So, because it's a long session, we've got half an hour of doing this. So I'm going to make sure that my first 2 minutes, I use as my guide. Nice and easy. just throw it around. 10-second warning. So I'm just going to think about increasing the pace. 3, 2, 1. Slight change of pace. Increase that stride. Slightly deeper with the breath. And we're going to hold it. Minutes. Arm drive becomes a little bit more important. Land on the same part of the foot. Keep moving. Keep that cadence nice and high. Try not to increase your stride length. Try and increase the number of steps that you take. Drive the arms. Breathe deep. Draw that air in. Breathing and focusing on your breathing is super important when it comes to tempo work or these little interval sessions. Draw the air in. Get it into your lungs. Breathe a bit harder. Expel the air a bit harder. That's our 1 minute. Keep working. Keep your cadence high. First one, I reckon, should be nice and easy. We should feel good for this whole thing. The aim isn't to get to the end of each interval and feel like it's been too much. You know, we're measured, we're controlled. Keep working, keep driving. How's the body feel? 30 seconds, we've got this. Nice and easy. The nice thing is, use this one, check your pacing. Use this one as a good guide for what you're going to do for the next one, which is going to be 3 minutes. 20 seconds to go. Hold it. Breath work. Nice cadence. Small little steps. Increase the speed. Relax the shoulders. 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back down. Walk if you want. Change between that walk and run, or slow it back down to a nice, easy jog. That was very measured. Well done, guys. I love that. Ease into that first one. We're asking something new from our body. So if you dive straight into it, that's when we can kind of take ourselves for granted. You know, we've got a long way to go. First one is that just measured approach. Don't go too crazy. 30 seconds, and we're going to go for 3 minutes this time. That one felt super comfortable for me, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker. Nothing too crazy, but just a touch quicker, because I think that mouse perhaps being very kind on myself. So think about that for yourself. 10-second warning. 7. Think about it. Nice deep breaths. 4, 3, 2. Start building the speed. We're going to hold this for 3 minutes this time. Increase the cadence. Measured. Be smart. Don't go off like a rocket. Nice. Okay. Perfect. That's 15 seconds, and we're kind of looking to find our pace. Nothing too crazy. 3 minutes. Try and hold that cadence. Land on the same part of the foot. Don't worry about trying to increase your stride length. Increase the number of steps that you take. Arms are driving the legs. Relax the shoulders. And now we breathe. Focus on something. If you're on a treadmill, pick something on the other side of the room. That's your focus point. Don't look at the timing. Leave the timing up to me. I'm not going to let you do a second more than you need to. If you're outside, focus on something in the distance. Bring it closer to you. Keep driving towards it. Arm drive. Try not to swing the arms across the body. Big breaths, nice and deep. We're 1 minute 15 in. That's 1 minute 45 to go. Nice and controlled. Good. This is a good time to think about your pace. What kind of, do you feel like it's something you're able to hold for 4 minutes, 5 minutes? Because those are our next ones. We're halfway through this one interval. Increase your cadence. Hold it. Nice. Keep moving. We're not far off that 2 minute mark. And we're going to hold it for 1 more minute. Focus on your breathing. How's your body feel? What do you think we can do for the next one? 60 seconds left of this 3 minute interval. should still be quite measured. I don't want you going out too fast. Your body will very quickly tell you what you are capable of for a certain amount of time. And if you are walking, and this is your running section, hold on. Keep moving. Keep driving those arms. We've got this. That's the important thing. If you are walking this, just make sure that you keep moving in that running style. 25 seconds to go. Nice and focused, controlled. Couple of deep breaths, 15 seconds, and this will be the end of the 3-minute interval. 10. Think about it. Couple of deep breaths all the way to the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow it down. Nice and easy. The recovery phase, that can be a walk. There's no problem with that. Couple of deep breaths. If you are walking this, if you're outside, what I like to do is 10, 20 seconds, nice easy walk, and then build back into a very slow jog. And that's what I alternate between for my recovery. As soon as I finish my speed stuff, my tempo or my interval, drop to a walk. It's not going to make a difference fitness-wise, so you might as well give yourself that extra chance to breathe. Nice and easy. 20 seconds, then we're going to hold a 4-minute interval. How did that one feel? Base your speed on this one, on how that felt. So this is your 10-second warning. 4 minutes. That felt pretty good for me. I'm going to try and hold the same speed. 3, 2, 1. In we go. Build it up. Find your cadence. Don't get too carried away. Be measured. Breathing. Listen to your feet. If you're on a treadmill, you're going to hear your feet hitting the ground. Make it rhythmic. Get your breathing nice and rhythmic. Breathe deep and controlled. Be forceful with it. Same if you're outside. Listen to your cadence. Focus on it. Get in a nice rhythm. Sink into it. And your arm drive is so in sync with your foot landing. Nice and casual. Big breaths. Draw the air in deep. We have a 4-minute interval. We have to be steady. This is a good amount of time to hold a tempo for. That's the first minute. 3 more minutes to go. You want to make sure that your running style is the same throughout the whole tempo. You want your speed to be the same throughout the whole tempo. It's not about trying to go really fast and then slowing down as we get through the end of it. Be measured and controlled. That's what we're going to get out of it. Focus on your stride length and cadence. Pick your spot. Come on, if you're outside, find a spot down the road, in the distance, keep moving towards it. If you're on a treadmill, something on the other side of the room, just don't look at the time. There's no need for that. We've got you covered. This is 2 minutes, halfway through the 4-minute interval. Arm drive. What part of the foot are we landing on? Is it the same as what we started? That's important. Couple of deep breaths. Focus on it. Draw the air in nice and hard. Call it forceful breathing. Be aggressive with it. Really draw that air in. Minute and a half to go. This is a good one. We got the 5-minute interval coming up after this one, and that's the longer one. Hold it. If you are walking, and this is your run section, hold on. Keep moving. Keep running. Hold that jog. If we're out here doing tempos, be measured. Be controlled. Be relaxed. Relaxing during speed work is the hardest thing to do, but that's what keeps you moving. 1 minute to go. Last 60 seconds. How's everything feel? Quick body check. Landing on the same part of the foot. Arms driving, soft shoulders, focusing on something. 40 seconds. And we work, keep our motivation high. A little pat on the back for being out here and doing it. 30 seconds to go. Couple of deep breaths. Really draw that extra air in. Coming into the last 20 seconds. And then we get the 5-minute one. So I found my pace. This is good. This is comfortable. This is what I like. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it back down. I'm going to come into my little walk for 5-10 seconds. Then I'm going to build up into the jog. Catch your breath. A couple of deep breaths. Solid work. Back into my slow, easy jog. Nice and easy. Slow jog. 40 seconds. The rest really kind of feels like it's short now, given that the number of minutes that we're working increases. This is our 5-minute interval. This is our big one. 30 seconds to go. And this big interval, we really want to focus on it. You should have a good idea of what speed you can hold and what pace you want to hold for 5 minutes. I'm suggesting that kind of half marathon pace. Here's your 10-second warning. Doesn't feel like long enough. These 1-minute recoveries. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Build the pace. Be controlled. Okay. I'm back up. Nice. Cadence increases. Number of steps per minute. Arm drive. Stay nice and strong in the core. Small little tense of the abdomen. Really important. Keeps us nice and controlled, especially when we start increasing the speed. Arm drive. This one, that's what I want you to focus on. Driving the arms. Why do you ask? Well, good question. Arms are going to drive the legs. When the legs get tired, you start working your arms, you'll find that that's what keeps your feet moving. The hard thing to do now is make sure that we keep our running form the same as when we first did that 2-minute interval. Nice and steady. Big breaths. Coming up to the end of the first minute. This is a 5-minute interval. Remember that. So we've got 4 minutes left. Big breaths. Breathe deep. Be forceful. Forceful with the breathing. Draw the air in hard. Push the air out hard. And just because you're breathing hard doesn't mean you have to run super, super fast. Breathing hard provides us just more oxygen. We can control that. We can control how we breathe. We draw in a bit more. We're giving our body more to work with. So do that. Practice that. Nice. Keep working. I'm definitely finding at the moment that my motivation is, it's not just there. And this is an important thing to notice, is that motivation follows momentum. Get out there and do it, and you will be motivated to do more. 3 more minutes to go. That's 2 minutes down. This is the long interval. Nice and controlled. Arm drive. Pick your spot in the distance. Pick your spot on the treadmill to focus on. Hopefully you got a nice view, something to look at that's not just me. Focus on it. When you get up in the morning, you know, you're not always going to feel motivated to get out and do it. And that's the interesting thing. Sometimes we give into that and we think, I don't have that motivation. But this is the thing. This is the interesting thing. That motivation is not always going to be there. But what you do have is the ability to create momentum. 2 minutes to go, guys. So keep driving. This is you out there doing it. This is momentum that's going to encourage you to do it more. So motivation comes and goes. You know, it's not a tangible thing, but what we can control is our ability to do things. And whether it's 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, getting out and doing something will help build momentum. That momentum builds motivation. And we're out here with 90 seconds left of this 5-minute interval doing it. So not only are we helping our motivation, this is us building momentum. And as runners, running's a compound sport. What we do today benefits us tomorrow. Couple of deep breaths, increase the cadence. Yes, we feel great when we do it, but these little tempo sessions, micro intervals, these are going to help us. 1 minute to go, team. Let's hold it. Nice and easy. And then we're on the back side of the pyramid. Nice and steady. My arms are driving hard because they're driving my feet now. Cadence has been metronomic. Just douche, douche, douche. Perfect. Love it. So rhythmic. Nice and easy. If you're doing run walk, you're doing so well. Hold on for another 30 seconds running. That would be great. Keep working. 20 seconds to go. And then we get our recovery. I'm definitely dropping it straight down to a walk. 15 seconds, team. Hold on. 10. Whew. Keep pushing. Don't let off easy. 5, 4, 3, 2. Down for my little walk. Nice and easy. Couple of deep breaths. Recover. Only 60 seconds. These 60 seconds rest, they don't feel like enough now, huh? Hard. Okay, team. 45 seconds. 4-minute interval. This is where it gets tough. This is why we didn't go crazy at the start. 20 seconds. I'm going to get back into my slow, easy jog. Nice. Small movements. 30 seconds, then we'll go back in for 4 minutes. You should find your pace now. You should have your pace locked in. You know, let's make sure that we try and stick to that. The pace that we're using for the first few, let's try and keep to that. 10-second warning. And then we dive back in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go, team. In we go. Build it up. Find your spot. Increase your cadence. Listen to your feet. Get your rhythm. Nice and controlled. Small tense of the core. Core is really important. Nice and easy. That core keeps you nice and controlled, keeps your hips nice and level. It's a hard thing to do. Little tense. Small tense in the abdomen. 4 minutes, team. And then everything gets a little bit easier each time. That's the goal of this session. But we keep our pace consistent. Half marathon speed. Let's go. 30 seconds. Okay. Arm drive. Relax the shoulders. Release any tension. If your shoulders are up by your ears, drop them down. Keep your arms driving. That's 1 minute. 3 to go. Try to keep your stride length controlled. Don't get carried away. We might get tired. You might be tempted to slow your cadence down and increase your stride length. Let's avoid that. Small little steps. Let's keep moving. Pick your spot in the distance. Hold on to that. And then, obviously, let's breathe. That's 1.5 minutes. 2.5 to go. 4-minute interval. This is the hard part. After this, I'm hoping it starts to feel easier. Couple of deep breaths. Keep that core switched on. Nice and controlled. Roll off that big toe. 2 minutes to go. Keep your form. So important. Let's drive. Let's go. 2 minutes. Controlled. Focus on your breathing. Find your rhythm. Out here. We're this far into this session. We're not going to let it go now, so we're going to get it done. Couple of deep breaths. Minute and a half. Be forceful with the breathing. Draw the air in. Be consistent. Keep moving. If you're run walking, just get it done. Hold on. Keep moving. Now it's about effort. Let's just keep driving. Hold this. 1 more minute to go, team. 65 seconds, we'll call it. And then we're kind of right in the back end of this session. Be consistent. Hold that pace. Don't drop off. And drive. Nice and easy. Relax the shoulders. Drive the arms. Roll off the big toe. Land on the same part of the foot. Keep your cadence nice and high. Last 30 seconds into our minute recovery. Keep working, keep pushing, keep building the momentum. 15 seconds. Tough session. This is the back end of it. Sunk costs. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, recover. Small little walk, couple of deep breaths. Oh, we're getting this done. 2 more to go. 3 minutes and a 2 minute. And we're going to do a hard stop on this session as well. So once we've done that 2 minutes, that's it. We're calling it a day. We've got 2 more to go. 40 seconds. Back up to that nice little easy jog. Shake the arms off. Rest, recover. 30 seconds. Arms nice and relaxed. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Yeah, we call this sunk cost sweat. What we mean by that is we've done so much of this session, we might as well finish it. So get it done. You know, you've already put the hard work in. So let's make sure we hold on. 10 seconds, 3 minute interval. 5, 4, 3, 2, hit that same pace. Build it back up. Cadence, cadence, cadence. Foot strike. That's what we're going to think about. Focus on that. Get your feet up to speed. Arm drive. Keep the shoulders nice and soft. We all think, you know, that we look like Usain Bolt when we do these intervals. You know, I definitely don't. You know, a lot of it is just hard work and getting it done. I think I look like this gliding angel, but it's not. It's just a bit of a sweaty mess on a treadmill, but I'm still out here doing it. You're out here doing it. 3 minutes. Be over before we know it. Listen to your foot strike. Catch your rhythm. Make sure your cadence is nice and high. Okay, team. That's 1 minute. 2 more to go. We're so close to the end of this session. 34 minutes total time. Nice. Find your rhythm. Relax your shoulders. Landing on the same part of your foot. And then it's just about hard work and focusing on your breathing. Minute and a half to go. Yes, team. Yes, yes, yes. Good work. This is the one. 90 seconds. Pace should be consistent. That's what we're looking for. Consistency. Not crazy fast speeds, just consistent. Don't forget about that core. Turn it on. Small tense of the lower abdomen. That's what keeps us controlled, and that's what keeps us moving forward. 60 seconds to go. And I literally mean it. I mean it. Tense that core. Small tense of the abdomen. 100%, super important. Nice and easy, drive the arms. Don't let anything slip. Keep your arm drive the same. Keep your cadence high. Foot strike, listen to it. And then find your focus point. 30 seconds. Whoa. We've got like 4 minutes of this whole workout left, less than. Whew. Good work. Okay, this is it. 15 seconds, consistent. I'm hoping that as the interval becomes slightly shorter, 10-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down to a walk or a slow jog. As these intervals become shorter, I'm hoping it starts to like trick you into thinking, oh, that session was easy because we did the hard stuff in the middle. So this end stuff, you know, these short little 3-minute, 2-minute sessions, they should trick you into thinking, yeah, do you know what? I didn't find that too hard. That's the goal anyway. Reality is we had to work to get here. 30 seconds, and then this is the last 2 minutes. I'll probably go into a nice walk afterwards, but we're not going to do anything too drastic. Okay, team, come on, sweat equity, sunk costs. We've got this far. We're definitely going to do the last 2 minutes. Don't go crazy. Be consistent. Be measured. 10-second warning into the last 2 minutes. Nice and easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm in. Let's go. Build it up. Find your pace. 2 minutes. Be over before you know it. Focus on your breathing. Last one. Last 2 minutes. And we're all done. Set your rhythm. Keep your arm drive. This is like the victory lap. Let's go, team. Nice and steady. Minute and a half. This is us building momentum. We're saying yes to the fact that we want to be motivated. We want to be our own motivation. And this is what it takes. Getting out there and doing it. Do it, and you'll be motivated to do more. Here we go. Last 60 seconds. Focus. Find all your points you need to think about. Breathing, foot strike, soft shoulders, little tense of the core, rolling off that big toe. And most importantly, just get it done. Just put the hard work in. That's the important part. Just make sure you do it. Let's go, team. 35 seconds. Control the pace. Don't need to build. I'm not looking for a sprint finish, but I am looking forward to my little walk-off at the end. Let's go. 20 seconds. Getting the sweat on. This is going to be a good 40-minute workout. 10-second warning, guys. Hold on. Cross that finish line. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Oh, whew. I'm dropping it down to a walk. Hands on hips. Catch your breath. Awesome work, guys. Loved it. Momentum builds motivation. You're not going to wake up every day and think, geez, I really want to do this. I'm so motivated. But what you do have control of is whether you do something or not. And getting out here and doing that today builds your momentum. Motivation follows that. Some days it'll be easy. Some days it might be hard. But the fact that we're out here doing it, that's what kind of makes us motivated to want to do more. Nice, easy walk. If you're outside, take it very casually on your way back home. That's a 40-minute kind of tempo pyramid session where we've changed the amount of times that we've been trying to hold our pace for. Really great work out there today, guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for joining in. Tenzing Tuesdays. I loved it. And I will see you out there next week.